All right, good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay. A little bit of a smaller crowd today. But my name is Teresa. I am the stranding coordinator here at the Institute for Marine Mammal Studies. So we are a nonprofit organization based in Gulfport. We respond to any dead, sick, or injured dolphins and sea turtles that are reported here on the Mississippi coast, including the barrier islands. And today we are going to be releasing one of our sea turtle patients. So we get a number of animals every year from Massachusetts. So if you've been following our news stories with that, we received 23 turtles this past December. So these animals, they strand in large numbers up in the Northeast. If you think about the fact that they are cold-blooded animals, their body temperature is going to mimic the environment. So a portion of these animals, if they don't migrate south before that first big storm, they wash in with these secondary infections and pneumonias, and they require long-term treatment for these animals. So they're initially triaged at the New England Aquarium in Boston, and then they are flown on a private jet down here to Mississippi or to other states that receive these animals. It's a wonderful organization called Turtles Fly Too. It's a bunch of retired pilots that volunteer their time and their efforts to bring any of these endangered species to wherever they need to travel to. So we're very excited to be a part of this big rehabilitation effort for these animals. I'm going to be able to provide them with long-term care. So we have a partnership with Mississippi State University's College of Veterinary Medicine. So we have two on-site veterinarians that are stationed here in Gulfport that provide the medical care for these animals. And we are very, very fortunate to have that partnership and work very closely with a bunch of different veterinarians that have different specialties. So there are, we receive quite a few animals as well from our peers. So who here likes to fish? Few hands? Okay. So unfortunately, the sea turtles here have learned that the fishing piers are an easy place for them to get food, and they very frequently return. We had one turtle that, if you have followed any of our stories, you may have heard of Toast Malone. He has been at our facility 4 times and has been hooked on the same pier every single time he has come back. So we even released him south of the islands, and he still came right back to that pier to get a free meal. So if you do ever catch a sea turtle by accident, we want to make sure that everybody knows that you're not in trouble, but please do call our hotline number. We have a 24-hour hotline, and you can report that animal. We'll have a staff member come out and pick up the animal, and then we'll get a veterinary assessment and ultimately get them back to be released. But today we are going to be releasing Beastie, and we are going to have Abigail. She is from Pearl River Community College. You'll notice there's a group of students here from that school. And she's going to walk Beastie out to be released. But I think he's going to need some cheering on, so I need some shouting from the crowd here. So Beastie is a Kemp's release sea turtle. All the sea turtles that we have currently at our facility are this species, and they are native here to the Gulf of Mexico. All right, can we get some more cheering for him? All right, one last hoorah for him. And he might be thinking about it a little bit.
Going the wrong way.
So these Kemp's release sea turtles, they are the most endangered species in the world. So they're native here, as I mentioned, to the Gulf of Mexico. How they end up in the Atlantic is a portion of them get swept up the Gulf Stream when they're hatchlings, and ultimately that's how they end up on the East Coast. But he is ready to go. He's just getting orienting himself a little bit. All right, there he goes. Everybody give him a big round of applause. So this was our only sea turtle for today, but we still have 16 turtles in our facility. So we will be doing many more releases in the next coming months. And pretty soon we'll be getting these turtles from the fishing piers here. It happens very regularly. So keep your eyes peeled on our Facebook, and we will update you on any of those releases. Also check out information on our mini camps, which is what the school here is doing as well. So they're going to be spending some time on the beach learning from our educators and also coming back to our facility and doing a couple different workshops with different groups at our facility. But we do offer different summer camps as well. And when we are right off of Cowan and the Rain Road, we have some resident dolphins, sea lions, stingrays, sharks, birds, and we do different educational shows throughout the day as well. But thank you so much for coming, and keep an eye on our Facebook for future releases.